All right, so let's go ahead and get started with tonight's call. I have the honor of introducing tonight's speaker, okay? So he is none other than the founder, president, and CEO of Novae, the credit and money company, okay? Now, Mr. Reco McCambry has made his mark in the financial services and direct sales industry as one of the youngest and most successful entrepreneurs in the space. Now, his company Novae is the largest direct sales fintech company in the United States, and it provides greater access to credit capital and entrepreneurship to underserved communities nationwide through a network of thousands of independent salespeople. Now, the fintech solutions here and this company provides personal and business credit building, personal loans, business funding, personal and business debt relief, business services, and various other financial solutions. But listen, tonight he's going to again give you some amazing information. So glad that you're here. So, without further ado, Mr. McCambry, take it away, sir.
Thanking Alicia Goins for that phenomenal introduction. Really excited to be with you here this evening. Really grateful for her because she's out of town right now. I had a family emergency, and she still jumped on to make sure that she could intro me for tonight's business overview. And I'm really glad she was able to get out a lot of information about what our company has been able to accomplish, and also what I've been blessed and fortunate to accomplish in terms of those accolades. But tonight's information is not about me, right? Tonight's information is to be able to show you what we're doing in the marketplace to help communities all across this country, and also showing you the opportunity you have to make more of an impact, right, for these communities, and also impact for yourself and our family, and for yourself and your family as well. The goal of Novae, the credit and money company, is to solve economic inequality by providing more financial inclusion. Many of you are aware of the problems that's going on in our country right now, but let's take a look at some statistics, and see if you agree what's happening. About a third of our country right now have less than a 669 credit score. And that's really right below the threshold that it takes for you to be able to, gain access to capital and different things you need really to be successful financially in America. The average credit score in underserved communities is 45 points less than other demographics, which is causing what we call a wealth gap. Okay, and we're going to talk about how we seek to solve that wealth gap. About 50% of businesses are failing within the first 5 years, mainly because they can't access capital. And the vast majority of that 50% are from underserved communities. 2.5 million people seeking debt counseling each and every year, counseling to avoid bankruptcy. And 39% of our country, almost half, they don't even have the cash to pay for a $1,000 emergency without having to borrow money. So it's a huge problem in our country right now. I always like to say that credit problems actually help, they help people, get to a point where it's leading to money problems. Credit problems actually lead to money problems, and people that have money problems lead to credit problems. In the midst of all these problems, we got to ask ourselves, how many individuals or organizations are actually being a part of that solution? We think about what's going on with the credit issues in our country right now. People with poor credit scores find it harder to qualify for loans to start businesses, to buy homes, to invest in education. And this restricts their potential for economic advancement and can trap them in a cycle of financial insecurity. We hear about those, generational curses when it comes to finances and this financial insecurity. There's really like a revolving door with high interest rates and people not being able to secure housing. Even if you can't buy a home, if you have terrible credit, you can't even rent a house, right? You can't even rent an apartment in some cases if your credit is damaged. So most people don't have the financial literacy and the information to be able to start leveraging our systems that are in place. So what we plan to be is a solution for those individuals so that they can have a better future, not only for themselves, but for generations to come. Like Alicia said, we're a fintech providing greater access to credit capital and entrepreneurship to underserved communities nationwide. You're looking at this graphic right now from Forbes magazine. In fact, in 2020, they actually selected me to be a part of the Forbes Business Council, and it was recognized at that point that we were becoming an industry leader in credit and money. And we're focusing on 4 different areas when it comes to credit and money and being that industry leader, because no longer are we emerging. But again, if you do your research, you'll be able to see how many lives we're changing all across this country. When we look at the world of credit, we're talking about credit building, personal and business credit building, and also debt help, helping individuals relieve a lot of stress associated with being piled up under debt that they don't know how to escape, right? And putting people in a position to improve their credit situation by going through the programs that we have and the information and education that we're providing to them. Also, when it comes to money, access to capital. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but when you think about being able to get personal loans for things you need or business funding for things you need, or even have access to government grants and guarantees and tax credits, things of that nature to get you ahead financially, most people don't have it in underserved communities, and most people don't even know where to start when it comes to entrepreneurship. Right. And we're not only helping individuals get into business, but individuals that already have a business. With our tools that we have in place, we're helping you succeed and take your business to the next level. Again, on the right side of the screen, you'll see a few other logos, organizations that we're a part of. Blessed to say, we're in the credit business with the Better Business Bureau and have an A+ rating. You can check that out yourself. The Direct Selling Association, really the authority in our particular industry when it comes to an organization that's making sure you have integrity and doing things the right way, a part of the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, the Atlanta Black Chamber, and also the National Small Business Association. So speaking of entrepreneurship, let's talk a little bit about our leadership. This wasn't something that I just dreamed up last night and said, hey, let's provide a solution. This wasn't a process that I went through myself. In fact, I got started as an entrepreneur a little bit more than 20 years ago as a college student, going to Georgia Tech right here in Atlanta. And I had a dream of becoming an engineer, making a lot of money, and changing the way my family tree looked. I come from very humble beginnings in a single parent home, lived in a couple of housing projects on the south side of Atlanta. I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to not have much money, to not know, have to miss a few bills every now and then. But my mother worked very hard to make ends meet. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of love. My mother was able to teach me things like how to treat people right, how to keep God first, how to keep God first. But what she couldn't teach me was how to build wealth. What she couldn't teach me was how to be debt-free, how to have a great credit score, how to build my own business and become successful, and eventually one day to become a millionaire. Now, she didn't teach me those things because she didn't want to, but she didn't teach me those things because she didn't know how. Because her parents weren't able to teach her, their parents weren't able to teach them, their parents weren't able to teach them. Because of that financial generational curse, I had a decision to make when I started gaining access to information on how I could change my life, how I could change future generations to come. And I was able to take advantage of it. At the age of 20 years old, somebody took a shot on me, introduced me to this industry, a business model exactly like what you're looking at this evening. And after a year of being involved in that particular company, I was able to pay off all my debt, and quit my job. The next year, I was able to make 6 figures in income. And 3 years later, I was earning 6 figures per month in income, eventually becoming a multimillionaire. And God blessed me in 2014 to start this great company to pay it forward so other people would have an opportunity to do it well. This is not just something that we talk about with this company. This is something that we're doing. You can look at a lot of the things we've been able to do in the industry. If you joined us on the call early on, you heard Alicia Goins talking about some of the great things that we've been able to do. But we are literally providing a plan for individuals to go out here and change their lives. In fact, I wrote a book about it called The Plan After Police Reform. We know with George Floyd and so many things that happen in the Black Lives Matter movement and all the focus being on social justice. This book was written to talk about how do we guarantee social justice and progress for the Black community. Also a book called The Fatherless Father, positioning individuals that grew up like me without a father in the home, showing them how they can be successful, how single mothers can be successful raising children. All the books that we're writing is a standpoint of helping our communities move forward. Even my wife, a shameless plug, just wrote a book as well called Perfectly Imperfect, right? Where she's showing women all across the country and in our communities how they can actually unleash their purpose after pain. So our whole goal here is to make sure we're moving our communities forward because there's really nobody else who's really doing it, right? Well, what are some of the things, and why should you listen to me? A 4.0 GPA in one of the nation's top MBA programs, thereafter selected me to be a part of the #1 business honor society in the world, Beta Gamma Sigma. You saw the Forbes magazine earlier. I also write for Forbes.com. If you Google my name in Forbes, you'll see articles about business credit, about funding, about consumer financing, about debt help that I actually write for Forbes.com. Also named the Who's Who in America for business and finance in 2021. On the board, the Leadership Council of the National Small Business Association. And they actually gave me a proclamation in McDonough, Georgia, where I'm from, for my own day in 2021. And we actually go back on January 19th every single year, and also during the summertime, right before school, to give back to the community. The seniors, the students right there around the projects in the area right where I grew up. 2022 named Innovator of the Year at Bank Customer Experience Summit, Outstanding Leadership Award from Money 2.0. And just past year, they actually gave me an award calling me the graduate of the last decade. And if you don't know what a decade means, that's 10 years. I like to say, Mama, I made it. All right, God bless her soul. But we've been in a position to do some phenomenal things because of not just what I've been able to accomplish, but really the blessing of all the individuals who are passionate about what I'm passionate about. And that's helping elevate our communities. I believe that we're all blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. So what you're taking a look at here is not only a way to get yourself in a better position, but this is a way to get our communities and people all across this country in a better position who need it most. All right, so let's talk about the solution number one. We're talking about credit, and we understand the power of personal credit. And we have options for individuals to not only get in a situation where we can help them solve some of their issues, but the main goal is to help educate them. The main goal is to help increase the literacy that it takes to not only improve the situation, but to stay in that state of improvement. So over the course of their life, they could change their generations to come, just like I have. All right. Now, we got one of the first AI-powered credit softwares to help individuals improve their personal credit. I mean, literally a machine learning software that's taking the success we're having with thousands of clients across the nation and helping you leverage that. And you can actually control how you're working with your credit, okay? And you can actually print out your disputes and mail them in yourself, something that a lot of people really enjoy. Is software that you're tapping into under the name of our company for you to be able to make that happen for only $139.49 a month, and you're able to monitor your credit. Also, several videos teaching you how the credit game actually works and how you could leverage it. We also have a referral partner as well that actually does all the work for you. A licensed credit repair company out of Florida, Novae, is not in the credit repair business. Okay, we don't do that. We're a fintech company. We sell software, right? And you can leverage partnerships that we have to put yourself in a better position. And this company, Credit Lights, actually gives you a 6-month risk-free guarantee and a refund of any other services that you're getting from them if you get no results, right? And they actually mail the disputes in for you. And it's only $239 to get started with their services and $89 per month. If you're in business, it's important for you to start separating your personal credit from your business credit if you want long-term success. In fact, when you start building a business credit profile, you have about 10 times the amount of capacity that you will have just putting things in your personal credit. Also, you don't hinder your personal finances because you have it separated. So if you're an entrepreneur, you need to look into our business credit finance suite, because that puts you in a position where you can start separating your personal credit from your business credit. And this system also helps you with a $50,000 funding guarantee, which all of this is going to be going on your EIN and not your social security number. Less than $2,500 one time with that plan. And also there's payment plans available. Now, notice I said there's a $50,000 funding guarantee. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? The bottom line is, with any of these options where we're helping you with your personal and or your business credit, it includes free credit monitoring with budgeting tools. You're going to be able to see all 3 credit bureaus each and every month. We're going to help you manage your utilization and make sure you keep that down below a certain point so it maximizes your credit score. Identity theft protection, privacy scanner, and also $1 million in fraud insurance. If fraud happens on your credit, that company is going to actually help you take care of that. Now, the second solution we have when it comes to credit is to help impact a lot of the individuals across the country that's being really impacted with the debt loads right now. See, we have personal, and we call that consumer debt help, right? Novae debt help, where if you have unsecured debt and you have at least $12,500, we're going to help you get to a point of getting that level of debt down. Not only the total amount of debt you owe, which our goal is to help you reduce that up to 50%, but also the total payments that you're paying. I want you to think, if you're paying $3,000 a month right now in total unsecured debt payments, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and it's very tough for you to be able to make it each and every month, don't you think it will benefit you if we can get that payment down to $1,500? If we can get that payment down to $1,500 from $3,000, and you could actually pay that debt off faster, don't you think that would benefit you and help ease some of the tension that you have going on in your life? That's why we call that a credit solution. And even after 6 months of being involved in the program, and you're paying, like you're supposed to, and making on-time payments, you can actually qualify for a loan to pay off all that debt. Now you have one payment, and we're helping you increase your credit score back up, because now those are on-time payments going to the creditor, and now you're out of the program. So that's something that people get really excited about, and we're able to help people all across the country. One of the other products that we just rolled out with that I'm really excited about is our Novae business debt help. We have a lot of entrepreneurs out there that's under major stress. See, it's a different kind of stress when you're only stressed about your personal finances versus when you're an entrepreneur and you have employees. Because when you're stressed about your personal finances and your business is in trouble, if you have employees, you're also stressed about their finances. See, with Novae Business Debt Help, we actually introduced this program. We have some amazing partners that put you in place to reduce your payments up to 90%. I want you to think about how huge that is, because we have a lot of people who are in business that get loans called like MCA loans, merchant cash advances, where they're having to pay every single day. And that loan term may be 3 months or 4 months. They may have $100,000 in a loan, and they may have to pay $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month. And guess what? If they can't do it, then eventually what happens? That's right, they go out of business. Imagine having somebody that's in that situation, that's paying $30,000 a month on a $100,000 loan, and then you're able to get them involved with our program and reduce that monthly payment down to $2,000, and we're going to stretch that thing out over some years. That's what I call a blessing, ladies and gentlemen, and that's exactly what we are to consumers and businesses all across the country. I mean, people can actually have a peace of mind after getting involved with our programs and be able to put themselves in a much better situation to take care of not only their family, but other families as well. So we talked about our solutions for credit. Now let's talk about our solutions to money. Because at the end of the day, some people say cash is king. Some people say credit is king. I like to say both of them are. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, if you got credit problems, that's going to lead to money problems. If you got money problems, they're going to lead to credit problems. And then at the end of the day, you just got a lot of problems. Well, we help individuals get access to capital, because on our personal loans platform, it's not like going into a bank and you submitting one application, and if you get denied, then they got a ding on your credit, and then you don't know where else to go. See, with our platform, you submit one application, it's a soft pull, so it doesn't damage your credit, and we're going to send that thing out to over 30 lenders at the same time, only with a soft pull, and it's going to come back and tell you right away if you're approved or not. So think about visiting 30 banks at one time without leaving the comfort of your home, without it affecting your credit, and you knowing the best interest rate that's available for you. Again, y'all, I call that a blessing. And that's what Novae is to several consumers and businesses all across this country. And I mean, we're talking about loans up to 12 years, up to $250,000, all different types of loans. We have a business funding platform that's connected to a few hundred lenders across this country that's giving anywhere from startup business loans, individuals that don't have any time in business, don't have any revenue with decent credit. We could fund those types of businesses. Credit lines of credit, even companies that may not have really good credit, but they have great revenue, we can actually fund them. Even commercial and investor real estate loans, and we're talking about up to $100 million that's available, of course, depending on how much revenue you're earning and what the credit looks like, and also if you have business credit. But again, we can help you with all of that. So as you can see here, these are just some of the results that some businesses have gained working with us. Also, if you're in business and you need financing, we can help you get in-house financing with our brand Novae Financing, where you can finance up to $250,000 for whatever you're selling. And typically we see increases, double-digit increases in sales for individuals that get on our platform. And government grants. We have one of the #1 government grant search platforms in the industry. I call it the Google for grants. All right. And it's completely free. In fact, if you do nothing with us this evening, you can go to our website, go to the grants page, and search to see what grants are available for you. Yeah, y'all, say it with me. That's a blessing, all right, to any and everybody who's looking to get involved and actually looking for access to capital. Not only grants, y'all, but we're also talking about tax credits. We're also talking about guaranteed loans that's backed by the government. And we're also talking about community development, financial institution loans when available. So all these things we have as a solution for individuals who are looking to get access to money. Also, let's talk about making money, because there are a lot of programs out there that just try to get you involved with them to get paid. The thing I love about Novae and the platform that we put in place, if you're already making money or you're starting a business to make money, we're going to help you make money doing that, okay? Now, granted, you have an opportunity to refer people to our services and get paid, great, fantastic. But if you don't, we're still going to help you make money. We want to make sure you have all your compliance items set up, because most businesses that are started in underserved communities don't have the access to the information to be able to effectively set their businesses up. Well, we're going to do this by helping you set up your business registration for free. All right. If your name is JJ and you sell fish, right? Fried fish on the corner. And just because you're selling fried fish on the corner doesn't mean you have a business, unless you're registered with the state that you're frying fish in to sell that fish. So we want to make sure you're set up so when JJ's fish fry goes from you selling on the corner to you selling it in a food truck to you selling it in a building, we want to make sure that you can have the capital you need to grow that way, because you're set up properly. And that's one of the things that most underserved communities don't get. We help businesses get set up properly for free. All you got to do is pay the state fees, okay? We help you set up your EIN if you don't know how. We help you with your sales tax permits, trademarks. If you're trying to protect your logo or you're trying to protect a certain saying, guess what? We can help you there. Most people don't even know if they need a business license or not. We have a whole survey you go through, answer questions, and it tells you what licenses you need, and we help you get that set up. So we have all types of support. Running the business, you need tax preparation and bookkeeping. We can help with that as well. We have a partnership with a financial services company that does tax preparation all across the country, even for consumers. If you haven't filed your taxes, we can help you with that as well. Websites, logos, branding. We even have inspirational information, whether it's MP3s to listen to or actual apparel to wear to keep you motivated on building your dream. That's what we do here at Novae. Also, willed and trust estate plans to help you protect your money. And that's something that most times individuals don't have in place, and they end up starting to build a legacy and lose it all through probate because they don't have a will or trust. Well, we actually have the best pricing on that in the entire industry, again, based on our partnerships. And the thing about this, if you like what I'm talking about and you want to be a blessing to communities across this country, you can continue doing what you're doing, join our affiliate program and refer people to what we're doing, and you could actually earn money, right? So we can help you make money in a business that you already have. You can add Novae to what you're doing as well, or not, right? But if you did, you can actually earn money. If you're already developing a brand, we have something called a co-brand program where we'll put your brand front and center, and it'll be powered by Novae, and we'll serve all your customers with these services we're talking about. And if you're really an entrepreneur that's been making things happen, you got a solid brand and you got some more money to invest, you can become part of our white label program, where we build you a fintech platform like we have under your own brand. Now, listen, we have real people that have real results, and I mean hundreds across different platforms, even thousands on Facebook. Don't take my word for it. You can check us out on the Better Business Bureau website. Go straight down novaereviews.com and you can see all of the testimonials of individuals who are using our services and involved in this opportunity and excited about what's happening. Like I said before, our credibility is not up for question at all. Zero. What's up for question is, do you want to make a change and an impact in communities that are around you? And do you want to start building a legacy or building more of a legacy already that maybe you started, right, for your family and other families who are looking for something to change and transform their life. There's stories that I can go through, over and over. This young lady right here, Kim Connor, out of Colorado, says she was able to save her home from foreclosure, pay for her daughter's CNA education in full, and fire her boss because she's been involved in this opportunity. Now, look, this doesn't happen for everybody. I want you to understand that. But as we know, everybody don't go to college and graduate. There's a lot of people that go to high school and don't graduate. There's a lot of people that start working and never make more than minimum wage for a long time. So these stories are not so common. They're above average. But if you're a person that knows that God has something greater for you that's above average, you got to resonate and get excited about the possibilities of what's happening here. Because I'm about to share something with you that the bottom line is the average person may not be able to comprehend. But the average person in our country right now is in trouble. And if you're tired of being average, if you're tired of being below average, it's time for you to get around some people that can help you elevate to the next level. And see, that's what we do here at Novae is we help individuals elevate to get to a position where they become more blessed to bless other people. Wilfred here is in the insurance industry. He's been a business owner for more than 3 decades, longer than I've actually been in business myself. But he enrolled with our company so he can refer our financial services to clients that he already has. If you check out Earl, he became affiliates, him and his wife, and after 6 months, they became homeowners. Now, I don't know if you want to own a home or not, but the bottom line is the best time to start working on that is right now, okay? And just like him and other people, they've been able to put themselves in place to not only become a homeowner, but build great relationships so they can go out here and continue to build and help people in our community with being able to make multiple streams of income. Keisha Palmer, a senior sales director with our company, she was already earning 6 figures, watch this, as an international real estate agent. Now, if you don't know, international means in other countries. She's making like the out of country money, okay? But she was able to get started with our company to actually provide resources to individuals who want to become homeowners, and it helps her close more deals to make more 6 figures, right? So it's really exciting to know you could be in a place just like Jamal here after 7 months of helping people. 7 months of helping people, he was able to earn enough money to quit his job, improve his credit, and now he travels a lot more than he was ever able to do when he was working at the airline. So these are some amazing testimonies. And I had an amazing testimony on what happened with me after, a few years of being involved with the industry. But what about your testimony? See, the thing I used to get excited about when the guy showed this to me over 20 years ago in this industry, he said, Reco, think about the possibilities. Now, if you're listening to me right now, if you're looking at this, I want you to think about the possibilities. See, because if I stayed with what I was doing and I was already broke, I already had bad credit, I already had people in my life that didn't want to see me succeed. I already knew that if I kept working, I was still going to live paycheck to paycheck. See, I already understood what the possibilities look like there. See, what I started looking at here, when I was looking at this industry and the information, I said, my God, the possibilities are endless. And because I took a shot on myself, because I focused on the rest of the information, my life changed. See, my life changed to a point where now I'm actually providing a platform where people can change their life just like I changed mine. See, that's that whole philosophy that, Granny and Papa taught me growing up, and my mother, that, hey, we're blessed. We're blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. See, we could talk about economic inequality all day long. We can talk about the wealth gap all day long. But if we're not willing to do our part, then what are we really doing? That's all I'm saying. See, because the concept I'm talking to you about with affiliate marketing and what we have in place with our program, you got multi-billion-dollar companies and even trillion-dollar companies that are doing this. Isn't Amazon got $1 trillion market cap, $1 trillion plus? So we're talking about $1 trillion company that has an affiliate program. You know how huge Walmart is. They have an affiliate program. Best Buy has an affiliate program. They pay millions upon millions. Amazon probably even pay billions of dollars in commissions now. Now that they reached over $1 trillion, right? But they have affiliate programs just like us. On their website, you can become an affiliate. But watch this. They pay a few cents to a few dollars per sale. With Novae, you can earn up to thousands per sale. I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. I just want to ask you, you know at least 5 people that can benefit from any of these services that we're talking about. And you can earn money by referring people to the website that convert on the products and services that's going to help them. See, the thing about what we're doing, we're not trying to push a product on somebody that they don't need. We have solutions for people who are in trouble. We have solutions for people that need the education and the information and the inspiration. We have the opportunity for people who are looking to transform their lives, and we just so happen to get paid. Man, you can't tell me this isn't God's work. And by the way, if y'all haven't figured it out yet, I believe in God, right? I am so excited about the fact of being involved in something that's uplifting and elevating and empowering our communities, as opposed to trying to figure out how to nickel and dime people or how to do something that's going to take something away from people as opposed to build them. This is what you really got to get excited about. Something like this that's by us, for us, or that's for us, by us, or however you want to, whatever you want to say. It's exciting to know that we could change the way people see us, but more importantly, we can change the way that we see ourselves. That's a program that does it, y'all. See, somebody can get started with this on a part-time basis, work your own hours. You can work from anywhere, over 10 ways to get paid. You start as an affiliate, and after some training and a few sales, you become a consultant. Think about being a financial consultant. You don't have to go to college for that. I got an MBA, but you don't have to get one, right? I have an industrial engineering degree, but you don't have to have it. In fact, I made millions of dollars in this industry before I ever had a degree. So that should be encouraging to you that even if you never made millions, what if you start making 6 figures? Even if you didn't make 6 figures, what if you go from working at Walmart to making $60,000 or $70,000 working for yourself? What if you start a business with the information we give you, and you change generations to come because somebody gave you a shot? See, that's why you should be excited right now. And if you're not excited, maybe you already got it figured out, God blessing you already, but forward it to somebody else who hasn't figured it out. Because I can tell you something, millions of people don't have a clue right now. Not because they don't want to have a clue, but simply because they never had somebody who showed them. They never had an opportunity. They never had a shot. But that's what Novae is. See, check this out. People this week that you're talking to, there's so many people that are having issues when it comes to their credit. You referred them to our partner, Credit Likes, just 5 people to the service. That's going to pay you $500 the very next week. And watch this. After that, now you're in a position to not have any business overhead to run your affiliate business with Novae, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in training later, but just understand that $500 for referring 5 people to a service that's positioned to help them and put them in a better situation, that's what I call a good deal. See, there are other products and services. In fact, everything I shared with you so far that you can refer people to help them, you actually get paid. See, around the average commission per debt help client that you refer is around $250. A business credit referral is $500. Somebody gets a Novae business credit I was talking about earlier. If you refer 1 per week, that's $2,000 per month. I mean, think about that. Someone who's interested at getting leads for business funding, we pay very generous commissions when it comes to business funding. In fact, in the direct sales industry, I believe we pay the highest. I haven't seen anyone in our industry that pays more commissions to individuals to refer businesses to us because of our fintech platform. That's pretty exciting. A $500,000 deal, that's $20,000 in commission. That's not over a year. That's in that one transaction. So you want to break that thing down, $250,000, that's a $10,000 commission on $250,000. I mean, you break that thing down to even further than that, $100,000 in funding, that's $4,000. We send those types of commissions out. Now, again, that's not on average, right? Because at the end of the day, you have some people that don't really do anything with this, but I'm looking for people who really want to change their lives by sharing this information. Our co-brand program, up to $900. Our white label program, $3,000. You can make thousands of dollars with this program if you put in the work and you have the referrals that's signing up for these services with our company. The other thing I like is you actually also get paid for referring other affiliates to the program. Now, one of the things I understood right away when I got started in this industry, which, it surprised me because I had never heard about anything like this, is I understood I can get paid for referring people to the products and services of that particular company. But they also told me that I could build a team of people who did the same thing, right? I could refer people to the products and services, and then I could refer people to the products and services. And they told me they would pay me for that. And I said, what? You mean to tell me I can tell people about this, get them to go to my website, they get started, and when they refer people to the services and the products, I get paid a percentage of what they do as well? They said, yeah, Reco. I said, you know what? Oh, I'm going to be rich. Why? Because there's not a shortage of people. See, at the end of the day, I knew at that point that even though everyone wouldn't join me, I didn't need everyone. Because at the time, I only needed $1,000 to $2,000 per month extra to give me some more comfort. So I want y'all to write that down. If you're taking some notes, write comfort level, right? Now, I'm going to talk about 10,000, 20,000, 30. People make a lot of money with what we do. But I want you to think about what's your comfort level. Like, what additional income would help you become more comfortable? If it was an additional $300 per month, write that down. If it was an additional $500 a month, write that down. If it was 1,000, 2,000, write that down. Even if you want to go to 10,000, write it down. See, because whatever that comfort level is, that extra money that you could potentially earn, if it will make you more comfortable, that's what I want you to focus on within this plan. Because sometimes people who are not as ambitious, you may get caught up in the big numbers and think it's impossible, instead of looking at it and thinking, I'm possible. See, isn't that the same word, impossible? But it depends on how you look at it. Because if you take the I am and put it over here and put the possible over here, that says I'm possible. See, what I'm showing you right here is an opportunity for it to be possible for you, because other people have been able to succeed. And I solely believe that if God can bless somebody else to succeed, why can't he bless me? In fact, it's laid up for you too, if you could go get it. But if you do nothing, you will also get paid nothing, right? But we have training in place to show you how to make this thing happen. See, the thing I love about this company and this type of compensation plan is you can actually get paid more based on what you do, not based on what somebody believes you're worth. See, in corporate America, typically you don't get raises and promotions until somebody says you deserve it. But what if you can get started in a plan where if you made some sales or some referrals to our services, and then also you referred a few people to our services, and you hit milestone after milestone after milestone, not what somebody else said that you, what somebody else approved you for, but you got a promotion in rank and pay every single time that happened. Now, when they explained that concept to me over 20 years ago, I said, it's a wrap. I am making as much money as possible. But hey, I'm very ambitious. I have a lot of faith, right? And I knew I was going to work towards it, and it happened. But think about it for yourself. See, because once you get in, not only do you earn commissions from the services that you refer, but you're actually going to earn up to $100 for every person that you refer to the program that does the same thing you do. Now, you're going to get paid this. We call these CABs, customer acquisition bonuses. You get paid a commission once they refer other people to the services, right? So instead of us spending money on advertising on TV and social media, spending millions for us to earn millions, all we do is pay people like you. We leverage our marketing dollars so we can put it back in our community. So what we're trying to do right now is we're closing the wealth gap by closing the ownership gap. So you got to understand that same money, millions of dollars that companies spend on commercials on TV, we're putting it in our communities. I'm going to let that marinate for a minute. I'm going to let that marinate. See, because some people don't get it. Some people go, oh, well, it's one of these things. You know, you get people to get people. Guess what? Message to everybody out there. Multi-million, multi-billion, and trillion-dollar companies, they grow because they get people. I don't know if you knew that or not, right? They have thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of employees. But instead of building a business where all we're focused on is employees and marginalizing people even more, we put you in a position where you can earn as much money as you can if you do as much work as you can. And we're giving you an opportunity to break out of whatever financial bondage was there in your family tree and starting creating a legacy. So what we got to do to get something different is we got to start thinking different, and we got to start doing something different. That's why I love Novae, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see how excited I am about this, right? And I typically don't even do these presentations anymore because I'm busy running a business. But it's important for you to understand that I came from the bottom, just like many of you watching this thing right now. See, I can get excited. I'm so passionate about this is because I can see how blessed you can be if you align yourself with an organization like this, leadership like this, people around you like this, products and services like this, a mission like this, and you can get blessed just like this, right? Because you're going to earn all the way up to $600 per person that you individually get started, but then you're also going to earn overrides when they start building their organization. I want you to think about looking at the position of sales director, $500 for each person that gets started and comes in and makes a few sales. And then guess what? When they go out here and start building their team, you're going to make up the 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400 for each person to get started. And see, what if you ran into somebody that got 10 people in a week? And you multiply that 400 times 10, that's 4,000. And that's off efforts that you didn't even have to take. See, in the business world, they call this leverage. You say, oh, Reco, well, how is that possible? How is it fair that you get paid for not doing the work? Well, that's what your boss does, well, the owner of your company does every day. See, especially if it's in the later years where they built that thing up, they become wealthy because they've leveraged an opportunity. See, the blessing about what we're doing is when you earn, you're leveraging the opportunity from other people being educated. You're leveraging the opportunity from other people having services that's putting them in a better situation. So you got to understand the power of what we have our hands on right here. And that's the reason why we've done better year after year after year, because of the blessing and the anointing that we have on this company because of the work that we're doing. And you're in position to do that same thing. Now let's look at something I like to call viral marketing. Because if you get started, just refer a handful of people, let's say 3, based on this chart. And again, this is for illustration purposes only, right? You got to understand that maybe a few people only make a few $100s a year, a few $1,000s per year. Some people make 6 figures per year, Novae. Some people get started and they don't make anything. I want to make sure y'all understand. That's why I'm giving you a disclaimer. But if you want to get started with some upside and some potential, check this out. See, if you just got 3 people started as affiliates, they got their services, you're going to get these bonuses with the residual income that you're just starting to generate. That's $350. That ain't bad. Outside of other commissions you're earning from referring to other services. But if you help those 3 get 3, right? We're just going to duplicate what just happened. That's $1,700 more if it works out that way. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the time when you go to work, you only get paid when you go to work. See, when in an opportunity like this, since you started it, just like any other traditional business, when you start something and it starts to grow beyond what you do, since you started it, you benefit from it. Now, if those 9 went out and got 3, that would go to 27. Those 27 got 3, that would be 81. They call this viral marketing, indirect sales. They call this word of mouth marketing. Instead of us putting all the money in ads, social media commercials, we're putting that money in the organization for people to talk about us, for them to talk to their family and friends, people they already do business with, strangers they don't know that's calling them based off of something they saw in a newspaper or them handing them a flyer or whatever the case may be, a road sign, and the organization is growing. Based off 3 to get 3 8 times, collectively, that's almost $500,000 in income. Now, remember, I asked you to write down your comfort level earlier, whether that was monthly, whether that was annually. And I want to shrink this thing down. Let's say if it wasn't even $447,000 in potential income, but 10% of that, still over $40,000 from starting to grow this organization. See, let me tell you something about me. When I saw these numbers, I didn't even care if I ever reached these big numbers. What I understood is I was only going to have what I had anyway. So anything in addition to that made sense to me. Can I get an amen? Somebody drop amen in the comments if you can get with what I'm saying right now. See, because a lot of people try to critique something new when something old ain't helping them right now. It's very difficult for you to critique something new when you need something new to get you some new results. But what I find is most people just need some encouragement. What I find is most people just need some support. See, some people don't believe, not in the information. But the problem is most people don't believe in themselves. See, don't miss an opportunity not believing in yourself or having fear that you can't make it when you got all these people around you. It's going to help you get to where you need to be. See, the only reason why Novae is where it is because of so many people across this country that's helping each other. The only reason why this company is where it is because of the employees and the leadership that we have in this company that's focused on helping so many people around this country. See, you have an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than yourself, but still benefit yourself. That's what I call a blessing, y'all. Hey, and you also got an opportunity to earn more money to be able to be a part of our monthly car programs where individuals are having their car notes paid for and also mortgage payments. Imagine getting started and make extra money to pay your car note, then end up getting multiple cars for free and your house paid for, and it's your dream car and your dream house. Somebody gonna do it, y'all. And if somebody gonna do it, why not you? See, it's not gonna be millions of people. What if it's only a handful, but one of the people in the hand is you? You got to think about the possibilities. See, when you get started, there's a training platform that we have available as well. Complete learning system. You can learn at your own pace, short videos, scripts. You become a true professional as we help you become a consultant in our company. And then the adventure begins. You can actually work with 6- and 7-figure earners. We have all this information also in Spanish, so we are adamant about helping our brothers and sisters in the underserved community be able to advance and achieve success. And we have those tools for you. We have yacht parties, all different types of lifestyle events, leaderboards, cash prizes. We even have contests that are very easy to win, don't have anything to do with production, right? And you get money for that. And we have an office. Like I'm in our office right now in Conyers, Georgia. We have a call center with employees that's going to be here to help you with customer service and support, and you can learn as you earn. So this is a major opportunity. Now, how do you get started? You can become an affiliate basic, which means all you do is focus on just the direct sales. You can refer people to our services that we provide, all the services I talked about, and that's the only thing you focus on. You don't focus on building a team. You just focus on referring the services. And there's all kind of benefits you receive from that. You can make up to $3,000 for referring the services that we have. And all you do is focus on personal sales. Now, you become an affiliate pro, and this is what I recommend. This is where I started when I got started in this industry that eventually helped me become financially free, because not only was I focused on referring the services, but I was also building a team of people that were also referring the services. Now, I want everybody to understand, this is not a money game, okay? This is not something where you get people in to pay money, and you get people in to pay money, and you get rich for getting people in to pay money. That's what we don't do, okay? In fact, that kind of program is illegal. Okay, we don't do that in Novae. All right, you can check our credentials. We've been doing this for 10 years, and we have a lot of credentials when it comes to the integrity and how we build a company. But we're offering products and services, and you get paid for doing that and referring other people to do the exact same thing. And it's only $349 to get started and $99 per month. And you actually get paid for referring other people to do that as well. And after you refer 5 people, just like you, to get started in the program, or they get involved with the Credit Lights program, it's free. There's no $99 fee at that point. So for those of you who are really serious about this, you get started, pay that fee one time, and you're in profit each and every month after that point. And the bottom line is, this is a tax deduction. Now, if you never had a business before, if you don't understand how tax deductions work, we're going to teach you that, right? But you're going to be in a position to minimize or to help decrease your tax liability, right? And be able to leverage a system that the wealthy use to continue to build more wealth. And the last thing I'll say about everything, y'all, is we have a nonprofit organization called Novae Cares, where we focus on supporting families and schools in underserved communities. We do back to school drives where we give out free haircuts and hair braids, and we have a carnival and give away book bags and clothes. We do several things in the community where we go to schools and, make sure they have clothes and uniforms during the year. I just cleared out a few hundred students, late lunch balances. I mean, there's several things that we do, and we're going to be doing this nationwide. And we have a nonprofit organization that's focused on these families and schools and underserved communities, and a percentage of our monthly fees that we charge for our affiliate program and our personal credit programs actually go into Novae Cares. Okay, so this is something that we're not just doing here, y'all, to make money. This is business. Are we making money? Absolutely. But let me tell you why we started Novae. Not just to make money, but to make history. That's what we're looking to do. I want you to think about what you're doing with your life right now that's above and beyond what you get up to look forward to every day that revolves around yourself. Now, if that's the only thing you want to do for the rest of your life, that's fine. And we could even help support your agenda of only taking care of yourself. But let me tell you what we're doing with Novae. We're changing lives. So we can help you with yourself, but if you also want to make an impact with somebody else as well, even if you don't need the money, this is the place you need to be. For a few $100s, you can help change the world. So there's 3 types of people typically at the end of our presentation. I want you to ask yourself, which type of person are you? The first type of person says, look, out of everything I heard, I definitely see a service I want to take advantage of. I want to put myself in a position to have better credit, more money, and this is definitely something I could utilize, one of those services. Second type of person says, look, I want a financial services business. Take a look at what we're doing, how we're helping the community, how we're getting paid, and you say, man, I want in on that. And in fact, if you're number 1 and number 2, get back with the person who referred you here tonight, because we actually give them a certain amount of vacation certificates. And this is something we're doing at the beginning of the year, and we may continue doing this. We have a partnership with a travel agency where we are allotting them a certain amount of free vacations they can give out to new customers and prospective affiliates that get started. So maybe they haven't run out, contact them and see if you can actually take part of that program if you're looking to get started. And number 3 person said, look, I'm still considering, I got to think about it, right? And if you're thinking about it, let me tell you what you can still do. Share this information on social media. Share this information with your family and friends. Give the person that referred you 1 or 2 people that probably need this blessing so we can continue on with this movement, because with this movement, we're going to change this country. And with that being said, if you are number 1 and number 2, let me be the first person to welcome you to Novae and the financial future you deserve. God bless. We'll see y'all next time on one of our Novae calls, webinars, or our meetings.